Okay, Coach, thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes it.
How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch, like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers go more for. Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard. Never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. I delay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York.
Okay, Coach, thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Denver Broncos. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25.
Set, ready, 50, plant.
Hey, watch your leg.
Get it.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Protein spell.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Space to maneuver at the 40. Cuts left. And he cuts it back to the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsay, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Here's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out.
Here we go. Line 80. We're going to 54. Line 80.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Prescott on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
X3, 218, chop it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lock. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run with Lindsey, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Philip Lindsey with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Broncos push further out in front. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Spy, kill.
First down, and it's Pollard again. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 42-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Man, I got you. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Hey, kill. Bang. 26.
Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Cooper's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Kill.
On 2nd down now, Pollard, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Cowboys first down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Broncos 14. Cowboys nothing.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Undercrush. Check. Then we're going to 53. Check. 26.
Here's Pollard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go, 46.
On 2nd down, Pollard. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. On third down, it's Pollard. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Good. Hey, 47.
Now Prescott on fourth down. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Here we go. Go. Get out there.
On first down, Pollard. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On second down now, Pollard. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
94 is a mark. You gonna get this one? We're going to 54. You think you won't get this? Check 26.
On third down, Pollard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. And Zerline's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
23 yards, the final tally. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Come on, set. 90, roll.
Hey, let's get this. He's coming. Double up.
Ready?
They'll run on first down. Lindsey, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's our time.
Hey, Echo.
On second and 9, Locke. Trotting. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. as his guys are in for 6. And the Broncos push further out in front.
When we drop defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is up to 18 now. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He finds an opening past the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. On first down, Pollard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 38, Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Here we go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. Room past the 20. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw.
Hey, man. Watch the boot.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Come on, now. Let's go.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Bullock will put this one through. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Hey. 47.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Kill. 47. 26.
Run for Pollard. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Good.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Prescott from the gun. Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Oh, Prescott stripped. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 8-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Lock to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 80 yards.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on 1st down. They'll run here with Lindsey. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd down and 4. Lock. This is the tight end Fant. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Philip Lindsey, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. Bullock good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. Well, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's second down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Here we go, 46, 46. 94 is the mark, 94, 46.
Now Prescott. What a spin. Got a man. It's Brown. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
46. Off. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. 186.
Prescott yet again. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night, and that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Now here's Pollard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on third and goal.
Check 26, check 26. It's free.
Throwing, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Noah Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. No surprise there. Third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes, because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
This will be taken short. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Hey, we got to seal. You ain't doing nothing.
On the counter, Lindsey. And he He's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Mike 9. Here we go. 9's the Mike.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And an alley to run. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time 1st down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited until the 4th quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit.
Ready up. Get it.
On 1st down, it's Lindsey, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Hey, we got to seal. 3 butt. Alert 3.
He's checking.
On 2nd down, Walls. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
Locked to throw on 3rd and 1. Now they go screen. It's complete. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
Bullock's kick is good. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
You better be ready.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. On the comebacker, complete. It's Lamb. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
Watch the twins.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Cooper was the target there. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game?
If my oh, it's off. Oh, my battery won't decide to tell me it's slow.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff.
Yep, you do stuff for fun. Good job. Good timeout.
It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
Are they really finna try to let a perimeter lock 1 point? Come on, nigga.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they had that one sniffed out.
These niggas here. Oh, I ain't even wasting my energy. Oh, yeah, he blew it.
Makes a good run blitz. A good run blitz.
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Ready. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. Hey, come on, now. Kill.
Oh, I was supposed to go to the big dude coming down.
Switch. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Ready.
And after all that, he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The Broncos send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
He gonna shoot us right out the goddamn game. Oh, I should have shot that. Ooh. I remember when you used to be able to do stuff like that.
About set for this next drive by
Bro,
the
what the?
Cowboys offense. They've lost this one. Their offense struggled. So they try to put together
with a bunch of
something here at the
dumbasses,
end just
dog.
to take into next week.
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team.
Man, when Lonte get here, I'd rather go play fucking 3v3 pro line, dog.
It was over, right?
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Wow.
Picked off at the
Oh, good steal.
And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. And he's going to go down.
We always get a bunch of stupid. That was so dumb.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocated. suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock.
What stupid-ass point guard.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Denver, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye.
Stupid-ass
Move to
point guard.
11-3 on the year, and they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year, and they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on.
I'm finna say, if somebody don't reach on this nigga.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew.
Nigga got a snowflake and the point guard just ain't even trying to reach. I actually probably missed that because I was not intending to shoot that for real. So I get for second guessing myself. Nigga, your mic. Not you, Lante. Nigga, I know your bitch, we talking. That nigga say, yeah.
No, it wasn't at first.
Oh, okay. I figured, I was like, damn, maybe I just don't hear him.
I'm loading up. Well, I'm about to.
Yeah, we in the you ain't got to rush right now if you don't want to. We in the rec. Like we just started the game before you text me back. Get an assist using a flashy pass. Oh, so how about I was supposed to go to work last night. Didn't even know it.
Damn.
That Escobar butting on to my defense though, like if I show you the motherfucking messages, dog, like shit retarded. But it was like last week he was like, yeah, can you come in Wednesday and I think he said like, yeah, Wednesday. So I went Wednesday. So this week, well, like yesterday he called me at like 10:15. He was like, yo, what happened every Wednesday? I was like, every Wednesday? He was like, yeah, I thought you was gonna DJ every Wednesday. I was like, I thought it was just last Wednesday, dog, my bad. He was like, yeah, well, don't worry about coming in tonight because it's too late, but yeah, next week we'll just start every Wednesday, bro. I was like, oh, alright, cool.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, bro, you could have just,
communication
was pretty trash, yeah. Instead of just saying, how about, can you do Wednesday, you could have said, can you do every Wednesday? Or after Wednesday, you could have told me every Wednesday.
Yeah.
Oh, the big man cut too. Oh, you keeping this snowflake, buddy. Probably said not today. Hey, I point guard trash. I just want to throw that out there. Hell no. Damn, big man, get your bitch ass out the way before I slap you in the mouth next time. Ooh. And that nigga said you trash.
God damn, I got a sign back Derwin James and Austin Eckler.
So what?
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell
I'm glad this nigga making these stupid ass shits. That is dumb. Yeah, get that point guard out of here. The three just quit. He said, man, fuck y'all. Is this nigga using LeBron's jump shot? Well, guess he got off his snowflake. Oh, no. Damn it. I was trying to pass out of that. What? AI, bro. AI. Well, I ain't going for it. No way. Bro, first of all, that wasn't my man, so he sprayed me because the motherfucking original person that was supposed to be guarding him was nowhere to be found. Because they're stupid, bro. That's why I said when this nigga get here, I'd rather go play 3v3 pro round.
Oh, shit, I forgot I was broadcasting.